Okay, today we discuss uh, the info types. Okay, let's find out what are the different info types. Find maintenance dialogues. Continue. T58-2A should be a table. Okay, info type attributes. Okay, maintain. Over here, we have thousands and just thousands of info types like addresses, bank details, fiscal data, social insurance, and recurring payments. So if you go into the details of info type, what kind of features do we have? It basically has dependencies and no dependencies. Like, for example, this info type, this is for recurring payments. Now, recurring payments can be for the benefits that are provided with the position, like daily transport, okay, or allowances, hiring date if no record exists, otherwise blank or zero. If it is not hired, if that person is not hired, recurring will also not get collected. Okay. So info type dependent in general, no default. So these are some controls that you can have, but the details are then maintained at the front end. 022 is education, info type dependent, without start or without end. Of course, there can be no lapse in times. Okay. Then we have appraisals. Okay. Appraisals for the employees. This too can be a part of the employee record. If you go for 0167, this is health plans. Okay. 0168, insurance plan, savings plan, flexible spending accounts, benefits, tax card information. Okay. So these are basically 0211. This is basically qualified beneficiary in case of divorce, in case of alimony, that has to be divided between the two parties, which is relevant, quite relevant in the US. So the qualified beneficiary will be a wife or children, whatever. Okay. So in this way, these info types are added to the employee profile features and to the organizational assignment. Okay. So what is COBRA? COBRA is basically Consolidated Omnibus Reconciliation Act. Again, it's for the divorce. Okay. After that, we have garnishment. Now, garnishment basically is again part of that uh, repatriation of the partners after the divorce. So it's for alimony payments. Okay. If you talk about payroll 0008, this is basic pay, the bank details, capital formation. Okay. So we can have quite a lot of info types that we can have a look at. PA30. Okay. We can have personal number, enter. Okay. These are the info types that we have actually collected. Okay. And change, select an info type. personal data change. Okay. We'll see how we can add more info types. Now there are ranges in info types also. Okay. Let's start moving forward. I mean the notepad. Let's go to SPRO. Okay. Global settings in personnel management, plan version maintenance, maintain plan versions. What we are actually using is the current plan. Okay. And we'll see how we can how we will make it current also. Okay. Then we have organizational management, basic settings, maintain number ranges. Now these number ranges will be assigned to the plans. Okay. Maintain number ranges. Now this is the number range. Now what are the number range maintenance? Let's see that. Intervals. Now these are the intervals, external and internal. These will be used and these will be assigned as well to organizational units and to employees too. Okay. Okay. So if we talk about SM30 T58 2A, this is for this basically is for personnel administration info types and other submodules. Okay. So there are other info type groups. Okay. Now this is for personnel administration. But if we actually go and um, we go and add T7771, find maintenance dialogues, continue. Maintain. Now, these are info types for organizational management, like restrictions, vacancy, obsolete, cost planning. Let's see, vacancy, 107, time constraint. Now, what are the time constraints over here? With gaps, without gaps, these can be assigned over here. Okay, the position is vacant or not, these can be populated as per the business requirement. Okay, so we have mailing address, name format. Okay, and there are many info types that you can maintain on personal and at organizational level. I hope this is clear to you. This was today's next is basically, yeah, this is the one that we were discussing and the last point of today's lecture. I hope it is clear. And these are the info types we'll be actually looking at. Uh, so this is it. This is today's lecture. I'll share the recording in a while.